Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So as you can see from the title, this is what I got on my Christmas Amazon gift voucher makeup wise. So I'm just showing you the makeup. I'm excited. Some of these things were viral, but I didn't just get it for that reason. I do follow a lot of creators that I have followed for a very long time, and they do these tried and tested. So I really wanted to make sure that when I used this gift voucher that I got things that I knew other people had said are really good, saying that, you know, these are the things I chose. So let's see. You would have seen by the description too, some of them are in the photo. I thought we'd do it by how you would put your makeup on. So the first two things I'm going to show you are the primers. So I got two. One of them I've already used, and check out the Rimmel Everything New Rimmel video. My complexion, I have added them all into that too. I'll put it up here and down below. So this is the two primers I got. This is the Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer, and this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 48-Hour Hydration Boost. It says Face Plumping Primer. So I'm going through, and I even have my water today, guys, with me. A very dry patch with my skin, so I'm super hydrating. So my skincare is already done. I'm putting a lot of serums on my skin. I have heard your I've taken a look at the polls, and you want to see a night and a day care skin routine, so I will be doing that, just so you know. I'm definitely taking into account what you would like to see. So just getting back to this quickly. This is Lasting Finish Hydration Boost Intense 48-Hour Face Plumping Primer. And then you've got this, which I think was viral. It's not by any means new. It's the Maybelline, well, it's newish. I'd say it's probably maybe a couple of months. Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer, 2% Niocenamide. So again, you've got a lot of skincare going into that. So we have used this in the previous video, in my video where I did all my new complexion with Rimmel, new products. So we're going to try this jelly, Poreless Jelly Primer. So this poreless means that if you suffer from, say, sometimes, so I go through phases, guys. Sometimes my pores will be quite big on my skin, and sometimes they'll have a week where they kind of, depending on how my skin is doing. So I wanted to get something for those times where my pores are kind of quite visible. So this is the 24-hour moist hydration blur primer, 2% 9%. So blur means it's going to blur out those pores. So again, this, I'm trying all this with you guys, so this will be a tried and tested in a couple of videos down the line. So it is a pump, so, and it has that gel consistency as well. So we're going to do 2 pumps just because I wanted to put it around. It's actually quite hard to get out, but could be because it's new. I think that's enough there. So that's what that looks like, kind of a baby blue colour to it. I do like that you're not going to get much wastage as well with that. So we're just going to start to pop that around the face first, and then we'll put it in. So I'm just going to really rub that around the face. I've been really taking care of my skin because I am getting breakouts. Redness is there, so I'm really kind of hydrating, doing that kind of thing. So there we go. Now, it feels very like the W7 Camera Ready primer, which you know I use a lot. It feels nice on the skin, nice texture. I can see it's giving me a bit of a shine. Okay, so let that go in for 30 seconds. So the other thing I wanted to show you, 2 things. One of the foundation, well, the skin tints you would have seen me use already in my previous video, which was the Kind and Free Glow It Up from Rimmel. This is something I've wanted to get for a very long time. This is the Maybelline Lifter Plump and Glow foundation. So again, you're thinking about all of those really good skincare ingredients there. So it is I'm in 1110, and they have a lot of, I have to say, the color range for this was amazing. So yes, Plump and Glow is relatively new, I would say. They have Plump and Glow blush, they have Plump and Glow lip. They were doing a lot, but for me, I wanted to be the skin. So I would say, again, this is probably medium to heavy coverage. So again, a pump, which is amazing. And again, I will do a tried and tested kind of 24-hour or day and see video at a later time and see how that goes. So this is what it looks like. Again, it does have a pump, so we're just going to, there we go, and that's what that looks like. And we're just going to start to pop that around the skin. So again, this has a huge amount of skincare as well. And I would absolutely say it's probably medium coverage, just by the consistency and how the other creators have described it. Oh, hair in the way, there we go. Okay. So that's kind of one pump. I do have more if I need it. So we're going to go in with our Real Techniques foundation brush here, and we're just going to start to pump that into the skin. I like, very good colour match actually. I was worried if I needed 113, but this is 1110. Okay. I have kind of a thing now, guys, with my friends that I would definitely encourage you and your family to do. I think as we get older, it's always that age-old question, mid-December, what would you like for Christmas? And so we all decided, friends, to literally just do a list and one thing out of that list they could get us for Christmas. Because I think, and I'm saying this because I've got the Amazon gift card, because sometimes, guys, people might get you a gift with the best of intentions, and you know, we've all been there, we've just not used it, whatever it is, clothes, you know, whatever it might be. So what we do now, just so that, you know, we're not wasting money, but we all are kind of still getting something, is that we do, like, we name 3 things that we like, and then one of those is given. It kind of worked out really well because I just set an Amazon gift card, because I could kind of, if there was anything that I wouldn't have bought because I'm on a no buy, I could then go and buy. So that's what I did. But it's a good idea, guys. Okay, so that's really nice. I think I will use the rest just around this area. So initially I'm feeling that it's quite a glowy foundation. I can definitely see the coverage, the colour is really good. It feels really soft, there's no kind of stickiness to it. Sometimes you get that stickiness when it's a heavier coverage. The ingredients can be so that they actually leave the skin a little bit, but this is more dewy. I like that. So we're just going to finish the rest of that in here, but initially I'm loving it, guys. Definitely gives that plump effect. The glow's there as well. So this is again what it looks like, and it's available I think nationwide. Okay, and then just there. So yes, guys, I'm really happy on first impressions. Again, I will be doing a video after the skincare videos about how this actually a wear test basically through the whole day. Okay, so that's kind of 1.5 pumps, I'd say. I'm very happy with it, guys. I like the colour. I was worried that I might be 113, but this is 1110. And actually, I thought maybe when I got it, I was like, whoa, is that a bit too pale? But actually, guys, it worked out really well. Now, you guys know, we're going on to a concealer now, that I never ever stray away from my e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer. Now, I'm an avid fan of Emily Noel. And I only say that because before she comes on to any kind of video or anything like that, if she's doing a kind of wear test or anything like that, she will kind of off camera throughout the day just see how that works for her, and then she'll go on and talk about it. Whereas this is kind of a first impressions. That's why I mentioned I will do like a wear test for you guys so that you can see kind of how it works. The reason I'm saying that is she talked about the Bare With Me Concealer Serum. Now, when I heard serum in a concealer, that was why I originally got the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer, because it's hydrating. So this is the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum, and it has a lot of skincare in it basically. Again, it has a pump, so there's no need for sort of worrying about using too much. And this is what it looks like. Again, Bare With Me foundation I think they have as well. But when I saw this, guys, and how it actually really, you know, looked on the face, and with me, guys, concealer, it can't be patchy, and I think if you go through a dry phase you are going to get patchy skin, whereas I find with the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer my skin could be going through anything and it still does a really good job. So when I heard that there was a lot of serum in a concealer, I wanted to kind of test that out. So this is what it looks like. It says it's very nourishing, and I'm in, if I just help you guys out, if I can't find it here, I will put it, I can't see it right now, but I will put it to tell you what I'm in. This is obviously what it looks like. I think it's porcelain. I'm just going to show you, this is what it looks like. It comes out really quick, so that's the only thing. Be careful about that. And we're just going to take that, guys, and just put it the areas I would usually put my concealer. But I'm really, you know, looking at the ingredients in skincare and diet, and, you know, looking at, because I think the more I kind of get older, you are what you eat. It is very stressful, whether you're in nursing, healthcare, you know, like I am. When you actually get time to sit down and eat, guys, a lot of the time it's like, okay, what's going to give me energy? Let's just eat that. And it's hard, so you have to almost program yourself into you know, a regime. So yeah, my friends and I in work, 2 or 3 of them have suggested that we'll all do intermittent fasting. Now it depends on, your time and your window, your fasting window. So I'm very new into that. I'm going to be trying that. So basically what intermittent fasting is, just quite quickly, because I don't want to get off topic, is that you have an eating window. So say like 16-8, it means you don't eat for 16 hours, you do for 8. So say 12 to 8 o'clock at night, that's your time. Or 8 to in the morning to 2 in the evening, and then you don't. I'm starting to do, you can eat between 12 and 6 in the evening. That's a good time. 6 in the evening is a really good time for your stomach to digest things. You're not going to, when you lie down, guys, so say you had dinner at 8:30, when you lie down, your food hasn't had time to digest. So you're kind of adding, you're not adding fat, but you're challenging your body to actually be able to lose that weight. It's going to struggle more. Whereas if your body's had time to digest, you go to bed about 9, maybe 10, and you've finished your dinner at 6, half 6, you know, you're actually doing your body, and then you don't eat again, say till about, you know, 8:30, 9 in the morning again. Your body's had all that time to kind of process, and it really helps in kind of maintaining health and, you know, weight as well, if you're trying to control your weight. So yes, that's a very short synopsis of what we're doing. So yes, what we'll do is just finish where I wouldn't usually put my concealer. Sorry about that, we got off topic there. But I think it's all connected, guys. Skincare, health, all of that is all connected. And I think it helps your mental health. I have not been very well mentally. And I think when you're not well physically, which I haven't been, naturally it does connect to you know, mentally too, which it's quite a struggle. So yeah, and Christmas wasn't great for me. So yes, onward and upward for 2026. So what I'm going to do, as you know, if you're new to me, what I always do is, particularly under the eyes, I just dab it so that the brush really does the end result, and particularly under the eyes, you don't want to be dragging it too much or putting too much pressure under there. So this is what I do. Okay, so now it is a little bit lighter, I would say, than the NYX, but I think it's still going to work. It's still going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to still use the brush, that foundation brush, and we're going to start here. Wow, guys, it really does blend in really nicely. Look at that. Now, actually, in the e.l.f., I would probably have to go a few, but maybe that's because I really warmed it to the skin. Very nice. Okay. I hope it really helps with the redness, because I think that's, for my redness, guys, it seems to be very seasonal. So autumn, winter isn't a great time for me. So yeah, it's hard, guys, you know, to get up and go every day. And I don't have days where I feel amazing. I will say that, and you guys know that. But I think if I just try to keep positive. Okay, wow, guys, just as a complexion, can I just say how amazing these two are? Just as a complexion. Now, obviously, the wear tests will happen, you know, in a couple of days' time, but wow. On first impressions, extremely impressed. Extremely impressed. And if I touch the skin, I feel like I just don't have foundation on. There's no stickiness or tackiness. Plump and Glow from Maybelline, and the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. So that's what we've done so far. This is obviously, I only brought in a product that's recent, you know, because this you saw in the, I've got two basically to show you. So this one was in the Rimmel. This is Stay Matte, if you're interested in that. It's a very, it's transparent, so it's not going to take away anything. This is the new kind of powder that I got. Now this is a powder foundation, so if you've got really good skin, you can actually use this as a foundation. I wouldn't do that personally. So it's the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour hybrid powder foundation. So I'll just open it for you guys so you can see it. It can be a bit tricky. There's a mirror underneath it as well, so that's quite good. So this is what it looks like, and then if you get this kind of little mirror and sponge. I wouldn't really use that, but it's quite cute that you get that on the go. That'd be great, guys. So initially I'm just going to go in with my Big Bertha. This shade, does it say? No, it doesn't say the shade. It just says 10. So this is 10. I thought it named them, but it just numbers them. So this is it here. And we're going to use our Big Bertha, and I'm just going to dip it in, and we're just going to. Now this is a hybrid foundation, and what that means is that it's, the wear of it is amazing. It's going to wear throughout the day, a little bit like the, if you remember the L'Oreal baking foundations. They're powder, but they stayed on all day. So that's nice. It's giving a bit of a glow. This is in 10. I think the lightest was 5, but I certainly wasn't that pale. So I'm liking this. So basically, if you've got really, really good skin, go in a bit heavier than me and use this on its own, because then you'll get yourself an actual powdered foundation. I wouldn't do that personally for me at my stage, but I would certainly recommend that, guys, because I've seen other influencers and just people in general that I know that wear makeup say, you know, they've got good skin, they can use this. It comes in a various amount of shades. I think there's 15 shades, and I like that. So the difference with this to say a transparent is it gives you colour, but that colour is also going to give you protection before your setting powder. So this is what it is. It's a hybrid foundation. Perfect for people that have dry skin, maybe oily skin. The weather obviously changes your skin too naturally. This is great. So again, this is the Rimmel Super Matte Stay 24-hour hybrid foundation. So yeah, definitely, as I said before, on first impressions, I used it obviously as like a setting powder. Some people basically just use this as their foundation, so go for it. If you can, use it as your foundation. I say that similarly to the Rimmel the Multi Tadker. Use that if you can, if you've got really good skin. But so far I'm really liking that. I didn't use too much because I didn't feel I needed to, because a lot came out on the brush and I think it was just enough. So I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, so that's that. I want to show you now blushes. Okay, so you would have seen my L'Oreal Lumi blush. I did get another one that I want to show you, and obviously we are going to quickly do, before that I'm going to do the bronzer. But I wanted to show you these first. So this is, you would have seen this before, this is on my lives, if you check my lives out. This is the Lumi liquid blush, and this is in glowy pink. So you pop it up here, blends it in with your skin, and it really is beautiful. This is new to me. This is Cloudtopia in Ethereal Rose. Now the reason I got it in Ethereal Rose is I have a lot of pinks and I've got a lot of those terracottas now. I love NYX terracotta and I don't want to kind of steer away from that or spend money on another terracotta blush when I've got one, basically. This is, now you can use it on your lips and your cheeks. So look at that. So it's like a mousse, but it's more of a gel. Now look how dark that is. So I'm going to just swatch that for you. And then I'm going to swatch the L'Oreal Lumi liquid blushes, which is what we're going to use today, because we're going to put this on our lips today, because it's lip and cheek. And that's what that looks. Look at that. We're going to be super light with it too, because you can see the strength you get with that. Okay, and this is, which I am going to test for you guys and swatch it. And this is the blush we're going to use today, which is more of a kind of a lighter consistency, but look at that glow. So you got your matte here and you've got your glowy. Now there was kind of pinks and terracottas and really deep purples, but I wanted to get something like this, especially as you can use it on your lips or your cheeks. So you've got kind of that choice really. So what I'm going to do is do the bronzer first. So the bronzer is going to be the Rimmel The Multi Tadker Contour Sculpt and Bronze Stick. So we're just going to, and then I'm going to take some water, pop this around, and you would have seen this again in the Rimmel video. This is a multitasker, so what it means is contour. Contour changes the kind of shape of your face, really kind of structured, similar to sculpting. And the bronzer, you're just kind of putting a little bit of fresh kind of sun tan look to your face. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go, anything that's remaining I will pop under the chin. This is what it looks like. Small, but there's a twist cap as well, so you're good with that. Okay, so let's get into the contouring. This is just the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm bringing that back to the hairline quickly. Really, really nice look. Doesn't look too much, but obviously it's buildable as well, so there we go. Just kind of getting that in right to the back there. Not going any further down than here. But it just gives that really nice tanned look. Healthy look is what I would say. Healthy glow. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is show you that blush. So the blush, I'm not going to set it because I really want to, you know, show the products as they are. I'm going to show you that blush. So it was the Liquid Lumi blush, and it does look quite orange, but actually when it goes on, it's very, very kind of lovely sort of rosy pink. is what I would call it. Now what we're going to do is just get with a clean finger. You can use a brush if you want to, but I like to warm it up on the skin. I find that really suits how I do things, and all I'm going to do is that on the skin, and then I go in with a brush, but I do like to kind of just set it on the skin. Placement really is everything, I think. And when you put something on your skin with the heat of your finger, it blends in a lot more naturally than say a brush or a sponge. A sponge kind of sometimes takes a lot of the product away. So that's that. Got a lovely kind of a highlight going on there too. So this, if you're wondering, the color is glowy gold pink. So that's what that's called. Now you could bring that, I don't bring it any further than here, because sometimes if you bring blush down too much, it'll kind of drag the face down slightly. And we are going to pop a highlight on that as well, so that will kind of change the consistency somewhat. But we're going to do on the other side here. Okay, and again, I'll do the eye look off. It's just going to be a Socialite, W7 Socialite palette eye look, because it's just kind of fast forward the video for you guys, because this is really, we're focusing on the new Amazon product. So this is just a beautiful product to work with, guys. It really is. And that's what that looks like. And also, guys, I will show you, if you kind of say, okay, I've maybe gone too, I don't think I have, but it's something to show you guys. Get your foundation brush very lightly, and it will just calm it down very lightly, because you don't want the color to disappear, but this kind of just calms down the color a little bit, like that. Okay, highlight. This is not new in any way, but this is something I got with my gift voucher. It's the Revolution Highlight Reloaded in Just My Type, and I am just going to pop that in the highlighted areas, and we will go from there. So this is what it looks like. It's not new at all, but I got it with my voucher. So I'm just going to bring that to the top of the blush, just to have that highlight there, and I'm dabbing that in with my fingers. And we're going to do the same on the other side. It's a really nice feel to it too, and because it's so strong, you don't need a lot. You can see there, it just gives that glow. I'm going to put a little bit here, and sometimes you can even just go to the inner corners of the eye. And again, you're just getting that sort of fresh, shiny look. Now you could definitely go much stronger if you wanted to. You can see there, it's just like a nice fresh glow basically. And obviously I like to just put it under here, just to kind of, the eyes just kind of plump up a bit. Okay, now obviously you could go so many places with this, but I just wanted to show you guys. Again, it's not new in any way. I might actually change up my mind about putting this on, because there was something I repurchased that I absolutely love, and I actually think I will do that, guys. So I've shown you the Cloudtopia, which I will at some point use, but I've just seen this, and this is something I repurchased. I had it 2 years ago. It's the Kylie Jenner, and it's her Posie K lip duo. So you've got, she has a various amount, but you got the pencil and the liquid, and it's just a really nice kind of consistency. It's definitely, you know, day wear, and it was something that, you know, I wanted to repurchase because it went so quickly. I think it was a year ago I had it, but again, this is obviously something I will try too, and possibly on a live maybe. But yes, we're going to just have some water, and that's going to be the kind of end result with the lips. So yes, now what I'm going to do quickly, guys, is my brows and my eye look, and then I will be right back.
You got my heart in your hands. You got me canceling all of my plans.
Hey guys, so that was Rimmel the Thrill Seeker. I'm kind of keep going with it. If you've seen from my Rimmel, the first video, I kind of tell you how I feel about it, but I'm keeping going. This is the waterproof Rimmel the Thrill Seeker. I know it was viral at one point, and there is like a non-waterproof version, but I always think to myself, I'm always going to get a waterproof version of mascara. That's kind of 3 coats. I did fast forward it, as you saw, just kind of for time purposes. Now guys, let's take a look at the Kylie Jenner. Now, as I said, I actually misplaced the liquid part of my, when I was moving of this, and I always had this, so I wanted to get it again together. I really enjoyed this. I think sometimes, you know, when you get a lip liner, it's either drying or too soft, or, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out, and then definitely when you have to then put something over it, especially like a liquid, it can always mess it up. But this one I've always found really good, so that's what we're going to do today, and I think it'll go well with the blush as well. So this is Kylie Jenner's Posie K. Now obviously she came out with these a long time ago, but this has to be my favorite. Now, I've had a lot of the Revolution ones before, but there was like a cinnamon smell to them. They're nice, but you have to kind of because it doesn't go away. That cinnamon smell with the Revolution, you know, duos certainly is nice, but it certainly stays around. It lingers. So if you're not somebody who likes cinnamon, I wouldn't get them. But this, guys, was just something I had gotten on Cult Beauty, you know, I think a year and a half ago. Obviously I mislaid this, and I just knew I really liked it. So this is it, guys. What we're going to do then, I'll show you the setting spray afterwards. So this is it, guys. You can see how it is. There's a twist cap to it as well, but it's that soft crayony feel, but it's not too soft where it'll melt, anything like that. So again, I am going to use my mirror, and you can see so that's what you're getting. If I just, why don't I just, for you guys. So that's what you're looking at basically. I'll just show you there. Okay. It's so easy to put on, honestly, it really is. If you're someone that struggles with the lips, anything like that, this is going to be perfect. The consistency, she's just gotten that down so well. And that's it. So this is Posie K, if I haven't said. I think I did, but just in case. So it's a really nice one, guys. And they do come together, if you're one. They do come as a duo. And this is the liquid, so I'm going to use that mirror again. And again, it has that little kind of, but I like the shape as well, because it really gets in really well. It smells like vanilla. It smells absolutely amazing, like vanilla cake. So it just takes that kind of matte look. And that's it, guys. It's just such a comfortable, easy lip to put on. You could put gloss over that if you want to. I like it like that. You could certainly do the gloss, but that's the look. You can kind of maybe accentuate the middle. But for me, it's one of her signatures because I do see her wear it a lot. And that's it, guys. A real favorite of mine. So that's what I got. She has her own section on Amazon, basically, in the UK anyway. Just in case you're wondering where I got that, she does have an actual section. Now, she doesn't have all of her that she would have, say, on her own site, but this one was the one that I picked up. And that's it, guys. So let's go on with that setting spray. So you would have seen this already. If you didn't look at the Rimmel, definitely check that out. It's a whole Rimmel complexion, so definitely check that out. This is Rimmel The Multi Tadker Primer, Mist and Setting Spray. So we could have used it as a primer, but I did want to show you guys that Maybelline Jelly Primer. Okay, so and it smells, guys, like you're in a spa. I did say that before. It smells like it's a matte finish, so if you feel like you're a bit shiny or anything like that, certainly use this one. Elf is a good one as well to use for dewy, but I like this one. It smells like you've just come out of the spa. And it's so refreshing. Honestly, it's so refreshing. It's not like a normal setting spray. I can't explain it, guys. It's just... I need to stop because I don't need that much. But yes, and it's a matte finish as well. So Rimmel The Multi Tadker Primer, Mist and Setting Spray. But yes, guys, this is it. I really enjoyed this, guys, because these are things you could wear every day, but you could also vamp these up as well. You don't have to go as kind of daytime as I did. I did a nice daytime look with the Socialite palette, which you know I love. But yes, so let's go through what we used from the beginning. Okay, so we had two options, guys, for the primers, and I'll try and keep it, you know, because I know it's probably going to get on to half an hour now. We had two options for the primers. We had the Rimmel, and we had the Maybelline. We had the Rimmel Lasting Finish 48 Hour Hydration Boost, and the Maybelline Jelly Poreless Primer with 2% Niocenamide. That's what we used today. Then we had a choice of two. We had the Kind and Free Glow It Up, and I used the Maybelline Lifter Plump and Glow in 110 foundation, which I would say is medium coverage. Again, I will be doing a wear test. Then for the, I dare digress away from the NYX Professional Makeup, bear with me. And this is their concealer serum, as again, you know, my skin is just going through a dry phase. I'm going to have my water, you know, I'm just feeling like I'm trying on my side to do everything, so hopefully that shows. But this is something, again, that I will do the wear. I will kind of pop these together as a wear test throughout the day in one of my videos. Then we went on with a Maybelline Hybrid Stay 24-hour foundation, powder foundation. And I did say if you've got really good skin, absolutely use this, guys. There is a little mirror underneath with a little sponge if you want to travel. Then we went on to bronzers. This is new to me, not new in any kind of way. This is Rimmel The Multi Tadker stick. We use that. You can also contour and sculpt with it too. It's called the 3-in-1. Then we went in with a couple of options for blush, and I kind of didn't go with what I thought I was going to go with. This is the Maybelline Cloudtopia Ethereal Rose. It is lips and blush, and this is what we went with today for the blush. This is the Lumi liquid blush in Goldy Pink. We went in with a little bit of highlight that I got with my gift card, which isn't necessarily new. It's the Revolution Highlight Reloaded, just my type. There is a peachy one you can get as well. The mascara, guys, was the Thrill Seeker Volumizer Mascara Waterproof as well. The setting spray, again, we just popped on, was the Rimmel The Multi Tadker. I have to say I'm loving that range right now, and this is their prime. So I will say, if you didn't catch that at the beginning, guys, it's a primer as well. So there you go, that's what we did. The mascara I showed you already. What I did, guys, if you're wondering, I used for the brows, I used my Revolution Makeup London, just the brow and brush, pen and brush on the brows, and then I just did a quick and easy Socialite palette look there as well. So I do hope you enjoyed, guys. This was a real fun one to do because I wanted to kind of incorporate more foundations that have plumping or serum, that kind of effect, because I do see that my skin is going through that kind of dry phase. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Maybe you have things that you got over Christmas that you can comment below. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.